What's going on, everyone? I am ZippingMeteor. I just wanted to post a video to provide some constructive criticism regarding the game in Verbis Virtus. It's a new game that just released on Steam Early Access yesterday, as of this recording. It's a really interesting game. You use your voice, your actual voice, through a microphone to cast spells. It's a really cool idea, and it actually works pretty well. However, things kind of go downhill after that. So I'm just wanted to point out a few things that to the developers, because I am going to send you guys a link to things I think need to be fixed or tweaked or added. I know if I was to post the Let's Play that I recorded of the game, let's say I wouldn't want to post it. I try not to post things that get me really frustrated. Just sends a bad message about the game, and I don't think it's a bad game. Just think it needs to be altered. First up, the cave system early on. While it looks really cool, it's actually quite beautiful, really. Everything looks the same, which makes it extremely easy to get turned around, to get lost. I can't tell you how many times in the game I ended up back at the front door of the cave system, just because I couldn't figure out where I was. Everything looks too similar. Now, this could be fixed with a map. It could be fixed with a locator spell. It could be fixed with, I don't know, putting the light sources in the cave, like the mushrooms or something, all on one side of the wall. Something like that would be simple, and it would greatly help ease players into the game, rather than waste a bunch of time being lost, because that's never fun. Second thing I have an issue with: those tiny, narrow pathways above the bottomless pits. I would like you to name one game where that has ever been fun, let alone enjoyable. I can't think of one. Nobody likes those kind of things, so why put them in there? Make the platforms bigger, make them wider, make them simpler. I know you want this game to be somewhat difficult, and I'm fine with that. However, even Dark Souls eases players in. Just saying. It's one of the most notoriously difficult games, and it eases players in better than what your game is doing right now. Next thing, if your game's going to be difficult, at least give us the option to have manual saves or more checkpoints. That way we don't have to constantly retrace our steps through your complicated cave system. Next up, and this is easily the biggest issue I have with the game: the spells. While they work great, if you can't figure out how to get the spells, your game fails right away. Now, the first two spells, the Let There Be Light and Beam of Light, those are easy to find. However, the first real puzzle is next to impossible to solve. I'm referring to, of course, the one where you have to bow down to this random figure that's apparently some sort of holy symbol in the game. Now, I understand that there's a journal somewhere in the game that, somewhere early on, that kind of gives you a clue about this thing. However, this is the first time you actually see the symbol, and the clue simply telling us to be humble, to respect it, isn't enough. We need some sort of visual clue as to what the holy symbol is. Because I can guarantee you right now, the majority of people that make it through that puzzle have done it either by looking at forum posts, like I did, or they've gotten lucky. Very few people are actually going to connect, oh, I gotta be humble, to that random symbol without some sort of visual clue that that is in fact the symbol. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of actually having to do some sort of physical action to solve the puzzle. Just make some sort of way so that I know that that is in fact what I'm supposed to be bowing down to. The next thing, and this is kind of minor, the first puzzle where you actually have to balance a beam of light to open a door. The only way you can tell that the door is open is by a sound effect. You can see the beam of light bouncing, but you don't actually have the ability to see the door opening due to where you have to stand. May want to tweak that a little bit. If you're solving a puzzle, I want to see the solution actually happening. Well, guys, that's probably all I can actually say right now. After having to actually look up how to solve the bowing down puzzle, I got tired of playing the game. I got so frustrated that I had to quit. I like the idea of the game. I really do. I think it's a beautiful game. I think the spells actually work really well. But the puzzles and the world need some tweaks. I like the idea of the game being hard. I really do. I play Dark Souls, I play Meat Boy, I play Isaac, I play Spelunky, I play a lot of hard games, but you gotta ease players into even the hardest games. And simply put, right now, in Verbis Virtus, doesn't. And that's gonna turn a lot of players off. To the developers, if you're watching this, please take this constructive criticism to heart. And if anybody else is watching, if you like the idea of Verbis Virtus, and I hope you do, you can pick it up on Steam Early Access. And if you like this video, please consider giving it a like, and if you like any of my content, click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, everyone. I am ZippingMeteor. Hopefully I will be able to do a real Let's Play of this game at some point in the future. I'll see you next time.